Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, Tina and I have a few things we need to talk about. We got some good news, got some bad news, got some regular news. But if you clicked on the thumbnail thinking it was clickbait, it's not. So we'll be back after the break, tell you what we're into. Alright guys, like I said, today we're going to have a little talk, and I guess it's going to start with a story. So maybe you'll learn a little bit about Tina and I and our homestead and where it started and where it might be going and where it might not. So back in 1996, Tina and I got together. Both of us had been previously married, but we're also both disabled veterans, and we met online. So we got together before internet dating was cool. And that was about 23 years ago. So when I say Tina and I have been doing this together for a couple of decades, I mean it. Mm-hmm. So guys, when we first got together, we had a small homestead and we had some small income. Both of us are disabled veterans, so we had to get by. We each had 2 children when we got together, so we had 4 kids in combination, and we had to find a way to make a go of it. So we started with a garden, and we put in an orchard, and then we put in a pond for renewable fish, and we would go down and fish the river and go to the farmers markets. But we had to find a way that all 6 of us could eat, so we started homesteading in a very small scale. And guys, that is the homestead that we've sold, our original homestead. Now, we were there for almost 20 years, but it's over in North Carolina. We lived very near the Cape Fear River, north of Fort Bragg, south of Raleigh. So if you can pinpoint where that is, just draw a line between Fort Bragg and Raleigh along the Cape Fear River. That was us. So we've had that homestead up for sale now for about 8 years, 9 years, close.
Yep.
But we moved here 8 or 9 years ago to East Tennessee. My father had some heart trouble. And me being the oldest son and being on disability, I was free to roam the country. So we moved over here to East Tennessee, bought our place here that you've enjoyed in all of our previous videos. I don't think we did any YouTubing when we were still living in North Carolina. But we bought our place here that you guys have seen, and we've been here 8 or 9 years. When we bought it, it was a house and a hayfield. So everything you see around here, from the trees to the bushes to everything you see, but the table we're sitting on, we built it, bought it, put it here, placed it, dug a hole for it. One way or another, it got here. We put it here. So we're still planning to keep on homesteading here. But we had moved over here to East Tennessee. My father, like I said, he had some heart trouble, and I'm the oldest son, so we wanted to be close to my parents. So we bought a place, and we've got 7 1/4 acres here. But I know a lot of you guys are new here and don't know a whole lot about us, but Tina and I are both fully disabled veterans, and through the Veterans Program, we were able to use our veterans loan to buy the homestead, and we've been trying to grow it ever since. So we've got the gardens, we've got our raised bed gardens that you've seen. You know, we just keep plugging away at it. The orchard over there, Tina's decorated the pond, but we're glad to have you guys come along on this journey with us. You know, it's kind of nice, you know, that we got the house sold. We've been making double payments, and you know, 2 house payments is a bit much to try to keep up with. Tina's our expert budgeter, but she's managed to keep us from going homeless all this time. But it's you know, it's nice to be out from under the 2 payments. But the old homestead also, you know, it raised 4 kids, and from those 4 kids now we have grandkids. Mm-hmm. So you know, it served us well for a long time. And after we left and came to East Tennessee, both of our daughters used the homestead for a while, you know, and had our granddaughters there. And they got the little taste of what we did when we first started, and we got together. And now the homestead is going to a young couple that we're real happy with. They they've lived there, and they've made some repairs on the homestead while they were getting ready to buy it. And they've got 2 young boys of their own, a set of twins, and those boys are going to grow up with the pond we put in and the fish we put in there. And those boys will splash in the creek that runs beside the property. And they'll have 280 acres to roam back on the farm that the property was a part of. So, you know, we're hoping that young couple enjoys the house. We're glad that it went to them. They, like I said, they were willing to make some repairs that needed done, and they've spruced the place up and kept it up, and now they own it. So as of this morning, we signed papers with them, and we're Chelsea and Derek. We're glad that you guys got the house. So hope the boys enjoy it, but take care of it. It'll serve you well, and when you think it might help feed you too. So you guys, we appreciate you guys coming by the channel. We really appreciate the support you've shown us over the years. We are going to continue homesteading here on our East Tennessee homestead, but kind of a sad day to lose the North Carolina one. And you know, we still both carry lifetime North Carolina hunters permits, and a lot of good memories. We've fished every pier on the Carolina coast, and we've caught sharks from most of them. But I've watched Tina haul in sharks that were as long as she was. So that's those times are past. We still have some friends over there we can go visit, but no more running to the beach when we wanted to, and no more running to the mountains. So we lived halfway in between, and we could be to either one in 2 hours. So it was a great place. It served us well, but being here in East Tennessee, we couldn't ask for much more. We got the only flat 7 acres in all of East Tennessee. We live in the Smokey Mountains on flat ground. So it's we live between the rolling foothills of the Smoky Mountains. The creek that you see come by is the creek in the center of the valley. So we live between 2 ridges on the way down, and couldn't be happier. About a 1,000-foot elevation.
Yep.
But like I said, I think we got the only 7 1/4 flat acres in all of East Tennessee, and that's a story in and of itself. We had to buy 3 pieces of property and put them together to make the property that we have. We bought the acre that the house is on, the acre that Tina's shop is on, and then the back 40, all as separate pieces, but the plot lines lined up. So we managed to finagle and make deals with the neighbors, and ended up buying a nice little chunk of land once it was all put together. So we've enjoyed sharing that land with you. We've enjoyed sharing our homestead. We're going to continue on this journey. We hope that if you're homesteading, you'll continue to build you some great memories. We're glad to have the memories we have. We've spent a lifetime, seems like. We were just laughing about how long it seems we've been together, but seems like our other lives never existed. So, but guys, we're gonna get out of here. I've jabbered on long enough. We really appreciate you guys coming by the homestead here, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. If you like the content here on the channel, we hope that you'll subscribe. And down next to the subscribe button is a bell. If you'll ring that bell, that'll send you a notification whenever we release a new video. And that's a great way to keep up with the channel, guys. But we also hope you'll give the video a thumbs up. That always helps. Leave us a comment down below. But we didn't mean to suck you in. It certainly was not clickbait. We're got a lot of mixed feelings about selling the homestead. But we happen to have a second one, so we're lucky enough to have one in reserve. So you guys have a wonderful day. We really appreciate you hanging on while we jabbered through all of this, or I jabbered through it anyway. Yeah. But glad to have you here at the homestead. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll catch you in the next one. Did I shut the camera off? Is it off? Are we still in there? What are we doing here? Are you in here? What are you doing? Where?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, we're still on camera? Can they see us? We can see you guys. Are you in there? They are. They're in there. Hey, you're hanging around till after the video. Why are they doing that?
I don't know.
That's so weird. I don't know why they do that. All right, guys, get out of here.